Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll see one of the important topic, that is paging of memory management unit. I am Mahesh Sanghvi, working as professor and head Department of Computer Engineering, SNJB's Letso KB Jain College of Engineering, Chandpad. In paging, we have already seen that what is the role of paging and page table, and why how this paging as a hardware, that is page table, is help us to convert our page address into the frame, that is logical address into the physical address. If we observe here in this particular diagram, we can very well comment on this, that this particular thing shows that it's a logical memory where the page number having it starts with 0 and it ends at 3. So page 0, page 1, page 2, page 3. So physical address space of a process can be non-contiguous. Okay, it is having what the main process which is allocated physical memory whenever the latter is available. It divides physical memory into fixed size block, normally known as frame. So whenever we are dividing, I have already told you that there is difference between paging frames and what page. So when you are dividing physical memory, it is normally known as frames, and when you divide logical memory, it is normally known as what, pages. So backing store, likewise, when we are splitting it into what, pages, we need what, one of the hardware which will take care and that will convert your logical address into physical address, and that hardware is normally known as what, that is known as your page table. If you observe here in this diagram, you can see that there is logical memory, it is physical memory, and this is one of the important part, that is page table, that help us to convert your logical address to physical address. For example, suppose we want to access page 0. Now this page 0 is having what, its associated frame number, that is 1, and based on that we can able to access this frame number 1, where whatever page, the contents of page which are there, that we can able to access by using this. Now if we are talking about address translation scheme, you can very well understand that for this we must have what, two things that should be known to us. From page table we'll get what, the information about the page number and its offset. I have already told you that, for example, this is what one of the page, and in that we have offset like line number, suppose 1 2, likewise we will be having what, n lines here, so that is ultimately what, offset. So which page number and which line we have to read, that will be based on what, this P and this D. Here P stands for page number and D stands for offset. And that's the reason this particular address translation scheme will tell you that whenever you have to read any sort of page number, you normally take what, you normally take this page number, okay, and then offset. So you are normally selecting page number, and then later on whatever you want to read based on that offset, you can able to use that. So that's the beauty of using P as well as this D. Now paging hardware, if you see this arrangement, you will understand that CPU normally generates what, logical address. This logical address will be having P and D. That P is given to page table, and from that you will get what, frame number. Now this frame number will be given to whom, this physical address, and this D as a displacement will go directly. So this logical address, by using this page table, is converted into what, this physical address, and finally we'll get what, data from physical memory. That's the beauty of this particular paging hardware. This is what an example where users view, you will understand that user will see that this is, suppose these are the pages and it is divided into 4 offset. For example, 0 1 2 3, these are the offsets, and here you can see that this logical memory whatever we have, where we can able to, this 0 is actually what, it is giving you an address like a 5. It means that it will store its data from what, fifth location. So accordingly we all have to understand that this way, by using page table, we can anytime convert this logical address space into what, the physical address space. This example will again clear you about this, that for example, again we have this example, the previous examples where users view is important. We will understand that this page table will again help us to convert this logical address into what, the physical address, and here you will get this calculation. Based on this calculation you will understand that here the 4, why we have taken 4, because we are considering that in one table 4 entries will get stored. So 0 into 4 plus 0 becomes what? 0. 5 into 4 means what? The thing which is available at 5th place, we will multiply it by 4, means we will understand that 5 will be the page number, multiplied by 4 means by its offset, so that we'll understand that the data is located at what? The space like a 20. So this way we will understand the use of this address calculation. Now paging, if you observe, is there is any problem with whether we know that there are basically two types of problem: internal fragmentation and external fragmentation. Is external fragmentation is possible with paging? Answer is no, it cannot be possible. Reason is very simple. Your memory itself is what? Divided into fixed page size, so there is no question of that. But yes, there is problem of what? Internal fragmentation. Let's see how. For example, suppose your page size is fixed, that is 2048, and you have data which you have to store is of only the data having 1086 capacity. In that case your 962 bytes will get what? Wasted. And such a problem is normally known as what? Internal fragmentation. And internal fragmentation issue will be there in case of what? Paging. One of the technique like segmentation that can be used to take care of the problem of this internal fragmentation, that we'll see later on. In case of paging, if you observe, there is again one more challenge that we are normally facing into what? Paging. What should be the size of, what should be the size of page? That is one of the biggest question mark. So if we have lesser size, then the page table size will be what? More. And if we have bigger size, then we will be again what? Facing the problem of what? Fragmentation. So to choose exact size itself is what? The biggest challenge of today's concern, and that becomes the biggest challenge for this paging. If you observe here, if the page table entry itself is what? It itself is too long, okay, means the size of page is what? Smaller. In that case what will happen? Each frame will take what? 4 KB of bytes, and you will understand that almost virtual address space needed to store what? The page table will be what? Bigger. And that will create the problem where to manage all these pages you need what? Major size. So this is one of the problem that we need to address judiciously. Now if you observe here, whenever the process P1 will arrive, okay, whenever the process P1 will arrive, we have to require what? N pages, and N frame must also be available. Why we need number of pages and number of frames that should be equal? Because we are normally mapping pages on what? Frame. Allocate n frames to a process P1, that we need to first do that, and then we have to create the page table entry for what? P1. That is what an idea whenever any sort of process will what? Arrive. Now the next part, if you observe here, that is ultimately what? The frame table. Now you can understand from this diagram that if you are observing that RAM, that is main memory, okay, before allocation nothing is what? Allocated here, because everything is there, okay, these are the free space, and these are what? The paging addresses. When you allocate, then this particular table will be generated, and you will understand that this particular memory is what? Allocated like this. How it will be allocated? So it is very simple. Whenever any paging means any virtual address will come, okay, or logical address will come, this page table will convert that into what? The physical address, and finally the memory will be what? Allocated. So that's the beauty of this particular frame. Here the main concept is what? Free. How we are actually what? Taking care of what? Free frame. So you will understand this is one of the linked list which will take care of what? The free list. So it will hold the free list, like which holes are free, which memory are free, that can be used later on. For example, suppose if this particular process is running, and the moment the job of this particular process is over, so this process will get out of from this particular memory, so this memory space will be free, and this free space will be taken care by whom? This free space management. That's the beauty. So implementation of page table itself is the challenge, and for that we need what? Two main register. One is page table, that is PTBR. This PTBR says that page table base register, okay, that actually points to what? Page table. And page table length register, that is PTLR, that is actually pointing to what? the its size of what that particular page table. Okay, so here we need to understand where we can use some of the buffers, okay, and that ultimately buffers are known as what? Translation look aside buffer, and such a scheme is known as TLB, that is normally needed in case of what? Associative memory. Now see how this particular implementation of page table can be possible. So if you observe here in this implementation, you can see that TLB is typically of small size. So that is one part, that TLB, the size will be what? Smaller. On TLB miss value, it will be loaded into what? TLB, and that will be what? The faster into what? The next line. For example, here the replacement policy that will be used will be what? LRU, that is list replacement unit. So here this particular policy will help us how this particular page will what get replaced. So page replacement algorithm which is there, it is another study that we will definitely do, where we'll have this concept clear, that is what exactly is what L, R and this U. Okay, so some of the entries may be wired down and the permanent fast access, and here some TLB stores address space identifiers in each TLB entry. So these things will get cleared when you will see this particular diagram. So what will happen here, the CPU will as usual generate what? The logical address, and this logical address will be first P, that page number will be first searched into what? This TLB. Now this TLB is your translation look aside buffer. It will search here. If it is available, then the faster access will be given, and then its corresponding frame will be directly given from this TLB itself. If this here, if the page number is not available, means it means that that page number is not frequently accessed. In that case, this cache miss will happen, and due to that the we have to go to what? The frame table, so sorry, page table, and then we'll able to search that, and then the things will happen. So whenever miss will happen, only that time we need to we need to focus here. Otherwise this TLB will help us to get this particular page number fast on a faster way, and that actually reduce the time in a greater sense. So this is what the paging hardware with what TLB adjustment, where this entire paging will be having one more data structure, that is TLB, that is translation look aside buffer. So here we'll see that what exactly is associative memory, but before this I would like to have it's time for what? The attendance. So my dear students, I am stopping here, and I'll again share one more video based on this particular paging. Thank you all.